Larry Merchant, the famous HBO announcer, who has been announcing fights all the way from way back when Ali fought Foreman at the Rumble in the Jungle, sees there's no reason for Mayweather to be doing this drug testing and making a big deal about this, except that he's afraid of Manny Pacquiao. He says if Mayweather is so certain that he could beat Pacquiao, why wouldn't he want the fight to go on? And then after the fight, when he's so certain he's going to beat him, demand a drug test, and then prove to the world that he not only beat Manny Pacquiao, but he beat him when he was on drugs. He also points out that it's not unprecedented for a great fighter to move up in weight. He said great fighters throughout the ages have moved up in weight. Alexis Arguello did it. Even Oscar de la Hoya moved up over 20 pounds in weight. Manny Pacquiao's weight has actually been consistent over the last 3 or 4 years, and he has fought most of his fights at the 140, 144 pound weight. Even Mayweather has moved up and down in the weight, and he thinks that Manny Pacquiao is really a 140 pounder fighter, and he thinks that Mayweather is really a 150 pound or heavier fighter, and he's coming down in weight. Manny's only going to have to go up a little bit in the weight. So he says there's totally no concern about what this is happening. It's not unprecedented. Henry Armstrong started fighting way back at 120 pounds, and then he fought at 147 and became the middleweight champion. Alexis Arguello won titles at 126, 130, 135, and 140. And Oscar de la Hoya started at 133 and won titles at 130, 135, 140, 147, 154, and 160. So how can someone like Oscar de la Hoya be whining about Manny Pacquiao's weight that has been consistent in the 140s over the last 5 years? We just think, and we agree with Larry Merchant, that this is all a bunch of hype to try to get into Mayweather's mind, that Mayweather's trying to use to get into Pacquiao's mind, and even to the point of taking blood and screw his body up too. So there's nothing to worry about. He's been in the fight business long enough to know if there was something to worry about, he would have said something, and he'd be the first one saying, hey, Manny Pacquiao's dirty. He sees no reason to believe that Manny Pacquiao's dirty, and thinks that Mayweather's actually afraid of this fight because he's afraid he's going to lose. He wants to retire undefeated, and if he fights Manny Pacquiao, he's going to lose. So he's trying to come up with an excuse if he does lose, but he thinks it's going to happen because $40 million is just way too much to leave on the table just for your ego. This is Grandmaster Gambadella. I'll see you next time.